Hello, how to log in and e-file form 1099 NEC using IRIS, after you get your TCC approval. So 1099 for 2025. Well, let's first take a look at a 1099 here. 1099 NEC. First, you do not just download this from iris.gov to complete. No, you can e-file it with a software provider that you can find the link on IRS website. But you can download a form like this and put information in it to practice. So when you see 1099 like this, 1099 NEC, you are going to put the payment you are paying this person that work for you, but that is not your employee. It's going to go under line 1 of 1099. And if you didn't withhold any federal income tax from it, then you leave line 4 alone. Under the state, you are going to put your state, you are the payer. You are going to put your state abbreviation, your state identification number or withholding number, and the income. So it's going to be the income on line 1 there as well. So I'm going to assume is related to the payer. The information here is related to who is paying. But sometimes you might just leave this session blank as well. I've found some 1099 that I received that they didn't even bother completing this session, but when we are going to the instruction, you'll see. But just for you to see, to have an idea how the 1099 NEC is. And between 1099 NEC, the year will go here, and 1099 miscellaneous. So miscellaneous has more space in it. And I just found, like, when I read the instruction for both, seems to me that 1099 NEC will be more than one. That as a business owner, if you are using contractors, 1099 NEC will be your go-to 1099 to complete for them. If you are using 1099 miscellaneous, the income will probably go under line 3. Unless it's a royalty, it'll go on line 2. And yeah, but you can just see, the different component for both. And even lawyers, if you pay lawyers for your business, they give you some business advice, or they assist your business in any way, you give them 1099 if you pay them more than, you pay them $600 or more. So during the year. And I just found, like, 1099 NEC in some ways less simpler because it has less line, and everything just goes on that line 1 for income. But you can read the instructions for both. I just felt like, based on my personal, after reading those instructions, 1099 NEC is the go-to 1099 for us rather than 1099 miscellaneous, even though I would prefer to file 1099 miscellaneous. So now, but before you file that though, when somebody works for you, again, based on the instructions, you can read the instruction on 1099. It's good to give them W9 for them to complete it and return it to you. That way you will find their identification number that you will use, the name you are going to use on the 1099, and their address as well. And I noticed that sometimes people don't understand 1099. Those people working for you, they may not be open at completing W9. So if you know in advance, it's good to as you guys are, they are going to work for you. You must well give them W9, ask them to complete it and give it to you. So that way you have it. It's now when you are ready to start filing 1099 that you will be asking for that information. And 1099 is due by January 31st. So you need to file it and give the people that work for you by the end of January so that they can use it to file their return as well. Because some of them will have their own business, so they are now all self-employed. So this is once you have your TTC approval in the mail, you will log back into the portal, the IRIS portal, and seems to be this website, and I can just copy that. And when you get in, it will take you to ID Me session, and you'll be able to log in from here. So when you log in, it will take you to your your e-service account. You will see individual, you will see your business, but then when you scroll down, you will see organization roles, and underneath that you will see your IRIS TCC. So you will click on select. So when you do that, it takes you to another page, and at the top you will see that privacy act, but then it will show you all those different options here. You will click on start new form, and you have view submitted form here as well. When later you go back in it, you can see those there, but you want to click on start new form, and you see those different type of form you can file there. And once you click on it, it's going to ask you which kind of form you want it to file. And in this example, we selected 1099 NEC, and it will try to give you a little bit of instructions as well related to what you are clicking on. And you will select the year you are going to file for, and it's going to show you the layout, the different steps in the process of completing that form. And now you are going to enter the pay years information. So it's going to be you that is filing it for who work for you. So you are going to enter your business identification number. So you will select if you are going to use your business identification number. So you are going to select that, and then you will select a business name here. And when you do that, it's going to be opening windows for you to enter that information. And you will be able to enter your business EIN, and then you will check the business name, and you will enter the business name as well. So, and if you are based on your things, you are going to enter your own social security number, then you will be entering your first name and last name and all those. So in this instance, I just enter the business identification number and the business name. So, and the business addresses as well. And you enter the business phone number as well. You can select domestic number and enter those. So then it'll move you to who you paid information. And from there, if the W9 that the person gave you, if the person is a sole proprietor, things that the person is going to put their own name, and then they can put their business name, they will put their social security number if they are like one person LLC and they they file Schedule C as a guarded entity, they are going to give you their social security number and their name. If they are multiple partner LLC or one person LLC but choose to be taxed as an S corp, they are going to give you their business name and their business identification number. But pretty much what you receive from W9, you are going to use it to complete this. So that's good. You gave them a form W9 to get that information. That way you know that you have a proof of what you receive from them. So you will enter whatever from the W9 they gave you. If that is social security number or business identification number, you will put that, you will select what that is. So if we assume they gave you business identification number, then you select that. It will give you a box here for you to enter it, and then you will select business entity. Business is going to give you a box to do it. If they give you a social security number instead, then you check this box and it will give you a box to enter the social security number, and then you check first name and last name. Is going to give you a box here to enter their first name and last name. So in this instance, I check the social security. You can see it gave me a box for it, and I check first name and last name, and it gave me a box for it. And at the same time, it's going to ask me optionally, I can enter the business name as well. So I enter the address of the person, and you can see if I just left those sections blank, and it have some things you can read. Pretty much, let's go back here. Those, if you click on them, it's going to give you pretty much what those boxes mean. So that's why I click on account number, and it gave me this here, but I just left it blank. And this is, we didn't get a notice, so therefore we just left it blank. So now that who you pay information is entered, the third step will be to enter how much you pay them during the year. So it's giving us this box here. Let me see if I can zoom a little bit for you. And we have box 1, that the amount is going to go in. And again, it's giving you a little bit of instructions there. And all matters was box 1. So you will check that box, but it's just giving you, I'm just capturing those different. If we go back, you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, those. It's just trying to emulate that and give you those. So we check that, and it gave us a space to enter the amount. So you will enter the amount there, and this is just an example here, and everything else will remain blank because it does not matter to us. And then we'll click on next. So next, because again, when we apply for IRIS account, TCC account, we select CFSF. So what that means is some states, IRS can send them a copy of the 99 directly for you. But here they say that it's still your responsibility to make sure your state has the 1099 if required. So when I checked this, it gave me those states that they can share it with. We live in Iowa. Iowa is now a part of this. So that's something to keep in mind to see if your state is in here. And then you will click on next. If your state is in there, you will check it, but ours is not, so I didn't check anything. Then I'll go to next. So, and next is going to ask you for the state information, and you can just read them to see what they are talking about here. And for the state information, you enter again the states, your state, and if you withheld tax, I'll assume no, you leave it blank, and your state abbreviation and your state number, and like your notification number for your business that your state allocate you, and then the state income, and it's the payers. This information here is also the payers, and pretty much that is the things that were there, and just for you to see. And once you complete it, it will, if everything is well completed, it will tell you that no error identified. What I noticed it though, in the name, like business name, if you have L.C, like L.L.C with that between it, it's not going to accept it. So you are going to take those dots out of it. That's something that I noticed it when I was entering business name. So, but once you get those things out and you complete everything, it's going to tell you that no error identified, and then you can review everything. And once you review everything, you can just submit it and start a new form. Submit a form, start a new form. So if you are done, you just submit it. And in this case, it was just this one, and I just, you can just click on submit it. So if you did that, there is this page that will come up, and it will show you all of those. So that means if you have more than one, you can just click on start a new form. It should be able to save this for you. Since it does not show save, I'll assume it's saving when it says start a new form, and then you can just move to the next 1099 and so forth. And when you are done, you click on submit. It will take you to this, and will show you those 1099 that you completed. And in this instance, it was just one, but it's giving you the option to submit it all. So if you have multiples, you will be able to submit it all. But after you check those boxes, and once you are done, it's just going to give you this message here and the receipt of this submission. And you can click on view submitted forms, and it'll bring you back here. So at this point, you are now going to have a copy of 1099 that you are going to print out. You will find that in the notification section. So, but that is the route you'll go through. But then other notification, when you click on that notification, it will, let's see, it will take you to a page like this, and then you click on that. So when you click on it, that is when you will have the option to download the form. So when you click on this download, you will be able to download it. It will come out as a zip file with a spreadsheet and a PDF, and the PDF will be that 1099 completed, that you will be able to review, print out, that you can give a copy or send a copy to who that 1099 belongs to. So it will give you 3 documents, 1099 pages. So you will have a copy 1, a copy B, and you will have a copy, you will have a copy 2 as well, and you will choose, and then you'll have this instruction here, and you will send that to, you will give a copy to who the 1099 is for. That is how you file your 1099 NEC using IRIS for free to file it and have a copy to share with your contractors. Thank you so much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for your time, and thank you for all your comments. We thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, Fellows of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, and NEC.com our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And filing your own business tax return is one way to make money. It's one way to save money for your business. But again, IRS 1099, if you need to file 1099 for 2025 for your business, you can go to their website to see which provider you can use for that. So you just have to scroll to see to e-file it, because if you want to complete the PDF document, you have to request the document from IRS and they will mail it to you. So, but I know that on their page, they have a list of people, a list of providers that you can use as well. And I'm not seeing any just straight that a link that can take you there just yet. But again, you'll have to look a little bit through it to be able to find the link to the e-file. It's not this, but yeah, to be able to find, you know, who they are recommending that you can use. But if you are really using a company to file, then you just go that route. You are satisfied with that company, just go with that route. But if you want to be able to file it for free, it's good you create your IRIS account, and then once you have it, that is how you file your 1099 NEC with IRS and download a copy to give to the recipient. Thank you so much for your